Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening to my fellow friends and our dear the Faisal. We are group 1 from MSUKB. We presenting assignment 1 which is 5 problem in industry area. And for this assignment, we choose the Sucha Kuey Pandan as our main source of assignment.
Alright. Okay. So let me introduce you our group members and contribution.
Hi, ¿cómo estás? My name is Siti Atika Syami Muhammad Raden and I will presenting the first problem which is incomplete PPE standard and the tools that is not appropriated.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Syami Aiman Bisukri, and today I will explain about our second problem, which is dirty sink and unupgraded facilities. And next, I will pass to.
My name is Nurul Alima binti Tadi. I will do a presenting on problem 3 which is unorgan. I will pass on.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Muhammad Nur Hazman bin Fatizan and I will tell about the untidies and hazard exposed. I will pass to.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Azman. So, Assalamualaikum. My name is Anissa Labinta Ahmad Fahmi. So today I will explain about the stall or premise on the roadside. The next section I will pass to.
Okay, thank you, Miss Anis. Okay. First of all, I will introduce about the Occupational Safety and Health Act, which is OSHA. The Occupational Safety and Health Act is a law that establishes a legal framework for ensuring the safety, health, and welfare of all Malaysian workers, as well as protecting others from hazards associated with their employment. The aims of this act are including to secure the safety, health, and welfare of persons at work against risk to safety or health arising out of the activities of person at work. Next is to promote an occupational adapted to their physiological and psychological needs. And lastly, the act is to provide the means whereby the associated occupational safety and health legislation may be progressively replaced by a system of regulations and improvement industry codes of practice operating in combination with the provisions of this act designed to maintain or improve the standards of safety and health. Okay, next I will pass to the next presenter, which is Nurul Azima.
Okay, next. The election on 24 February 1994 can be reserved to us the Occupational Safety and Health Act. Health Act 1994 is the Occupational Safety and Health Act of 1994 beside on the schema of safe regulation. Its primary responsibility is to ensure safety and health in the workplace for those who pose a risk and those who work at risk. The safe regulation program is fundamental to the Occupational Safe and Health Act of 1994. Its primary role is to ensure the those who produce risk and those who work with risk safe and healthy in the workplace. Okay, I will pass to Atika Syamimi.
Okay, next is the introduction of Su Char Kuey Pandan stall. Okay, as we know, Char Kuey or Yao Tiao is a Chinese cuisine that is already been in Malaysia since a decade. And it has been a Malaysian national snack. And the char kuey is all the time favorite to all races such as Indian, Chinese, Malay, Iban, and others. Okay, next, Su Char Kuey Pandan stall operation about 2 decades of business, and they start on. And Su Char Kuey, okay, sorry. Su Char Kuey Pandan is special because of the sauce that including ingredients such as pandan leaf and coconut base. which is the texture of char kway is buttery. The sauce is buttery and not too much. And the other uniqueness of char kway, char kway pandan is also because of the size, the small size of the char kway pandan, and the mini size is the fat of the all-time favorite because the char kway is airy and crispy and it can make you edit when you eat. Okay, that's all for introduction of Su Char Kway Pandan stall. And next we move to the next slide, which is the 5 problem of the Su Char Kway Pandan. Okay, first problem, problem 1. As you can see on the figure 1, is figure 1, which is the worker is not wearing a complete PPE standard. So PPE is stand for personal protective equipment, and if you're not wearing a complete PPE, you also can lead to unhygiene product and also can cause of the food poison. And also incomplete PPE also can cause of sudden hazard, such as example on figure 1 also. The worker will get sudden hazard while frying the char kway because of the incomplete PPE. So PPE is the thing that can protect you from the hazard happen. Okay, next move to figure 2, which is the worker using the tools that is not appropriated. As you can see on figure 2, which is the worker is using the wooden board as the main surface to knead the dough. So this situation can lead to hazard also on the finished product. Okay, such as example again, the wood fragment will stick on the char kway and it can cause injury to customer when they are eating. That's all for the problem.
Okay, it's me again. Okay, now I will explain about problem 2, which is the teaching and unupgraded facilities. We know that the teaching is one of the most concerned, one of the all in the restaurant around the world. Okay, based on the figure 3, among the problems of concern at the store is the sink is located outside the store and even worse, located next to the roadside. This gives a very high concern to the customers of the restaurant, especially to those who have small children. Therefore, it is very dangerous to place the sink outside the restaurant area, especially on the side of the road, for fear of accidents or unwanted things happening. Apart from that, the sink also does not provide tissues and trash cans for customers or dustbins, wiping and disposing of the tissues they have used. These two things are very necessary because if only tissues are provided, of course, customers will throw away the tissues they have used next to roadside, which in turn will further increase the pollution that occurs in the eatery. And in addition, the facilities is the important thing in the any restaurant, even in the small store like Su Char Kway Pandan. Facilities needed to be upgraded to pleasure the customers. Okay, that's all from me. And next, I will pass it to the next presenter.
The problem 3, which is unorganized station. Amongst the problem that's occurred in this part, it is the situation in the kitchen, but is littered in and unmanaged. This can lead to the occurrence of unwanted things such as the arrival of cockroaches and rats and can be detrimental to the health of the staff at the kitchen. This is so because the animal are very fond of dirty and litter plates. They are also dirty starts and have a lot of bacteria. In fact, this can also endanger the health of staff and people around the restaurant if exposed to red urine germs and can be detrimental to their health. Uh, Therefore, This can affect the hygiene of the food that will be served to the customer, and the quality of the restaurant will also be affected. I will pass to Hazman.
Okay, for the problem 4 about the untidies and hazard exposed. Okay, for the figure 1, what we can see, the situation in the picture shows that the premise or stall are not neatly arranged and are not good. Equipment such as dining tables, chair, in incorrect condition. Neatness is also neglected, especially in place where customers dine. Okay, what we can see at figure 2, at the premise, they also park the vehicles such as a motorcycle like that, okay, at the front of the premise. The condition of the floor is also not very clean, full of dust and rubbish. Kitchen appliances such as gas barrel and rice pot are also placed in this section. At the figure 1, you can see it. Okay, this is endangers the safety of the customer and affect the image of their premise. And what we can see too at figure 1, the garbage found in the main section. The premise are also filled with all sorts of boxes that are definitely not be there. Okay, I will pass to next, Miss Anis.
All right, thank you, Mr. Azman. So for the fifth or the last problem, which is can be seen over here, is that the stall or the premise are fairly or nearby the road. Somehow it might lead to an accident or as well as traffic jams. Besides, as you know, traffic jams can happen if some of the buyer attitude will stop the car without considering the place to park. Then, lastly, we all know certain premise or stall that are close to the road can lead to the hygienist or also hazard. Sometimes this happen because the owner are not responsible as responsible to prioritize the safetyness about food. For example, they do not use the suitable cases to replace the food. So I guess that is all the 5 problems that we explained. So let's move to the conclusion. So I will pass to Mr. Azman first.
Okay, for the conclusion. Okay, every premise must play an important role in keeping employees and customers in safe conditions. Okay, each item need to be emphasized so that the performance of their store is. Employees must wear appropriate clothing and maintain personal hygiene. And employee need to undergo to health checkup and get injection for restaurant employees. Okay, I will pass to Miss Anis.
All right. Okay, thank you, Mr. Azman. So to sum up everything, the owners of the premise or stall must prioritize safety in all aspects in order to avoid the problem arising in terms of traffic jams, accidents, or more. The second important thing that second most important thing is all the terms of hygiene should be concerned for sake of the customer and also the side of the premise. Okay, I think that's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.